Let's see, how are we doing now? Okay. Let's hop on here. Let's open my, here, I'll start this guy. And let's do this. We have blocked ads. Well, you know what? I guess that's good. They blocked ads. Okay, cool. All right, let's scooch one of these over here. Let's look at the spreadsheet first, I guess. Oops. All right. Here's a Bob. Bob and Arturo. Ah, you know what? So I already did Bob and Arturo, but I had some problem that I didn't understand that was hard to troubleshoot with the runner, right? So, I mean, I feel like I could maybe try the Bob and Arturo again because I just try running it again because I thought that maybe the problem was like a bug in the nightly build. Maybe that's crazy. It does sound a little crazy. Arturo, Bob. Okay, so let's review again. How do we run the test? I think you go like Arturo. Oh yeah. Okay, I didn't need to review. I just needed to take a guess, and the hint helped me. All right, so it says not enough parameters here on switch. Okay, I messed with this for a long time. I don't want to mess with it for a long time this time. So do we have a update? So let's see. Arturo. Hold on. So I guess update. Is that good? I don't even know. Okay, so now let's look at the Bob file. Okay, so this is supposed to be legit like a super easy exercise, right? We can do it in certainly less than 10 minutes in most of the other languages, but here I spent like four I don't know how much. I was gonna say 4 hours. I don't remember how much it was, but I think it seemed like it was like 4 hours because it just wouldn't work, right? Okay. So it said not enough parameters for the switch, right? So what's the deal? I don't know. I mean, that looks, I mean, I spent a good amount of time on it. It looks logical-ish to me. So let me just try putting it into the playground, and let's see if we get something. Okay, so here's our playground. Was this one working? Oh my gosh. So, this one doesn't look good because I didn't strip the Hey Bob. Like, is this an older version? Alright, I'll just delete it. Well, actually, let's just delete this part. And here's this expanded version. Alright. I mean, it seems like a start. So now, why did it say what it said? So we go, Arturo, tester, art, and it says not enough parameters, cannot perform switch. It says it's in the unit T source internal runner art. So, I mean, I don't know, that doesn't really help me enough very much. Like, shouldn't we have a stack trace that says where this was called from? It's alright, it's alright. Arturo, it's kind of niche. It's a little bit niche. Um... So it's like we're saying there's a problem in the unit T internal. Darn. So if we just run Arturo like this and maybe just paste that in again. Oh, shoot. Okay. I tried pasting it in, but no luck. Unable to parse input code. Missing closing square bracket. Okay, okay. So we couldn't, maybe we couldn't paste it in there, but can we just import it from the file? Oh, shoot. Here, let's try again. Okay, Arturo. Available functions. Lookup. Info. Just add a blank space at the end of a line. And then do we... Okay, so these are everything that we do in the language. I guess. Huh. Alright, and so, I mean, we've added 459 built-in functions, I guess. Okay, so it says just add a blank space at the end of a line. So let me just try. So we're gonna go space, 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 space. And then that's the end. Okay, so is this better then? Darn. Okay, so paste. Okay, let's try to paste the rest, I guess. Whoops. Oh no! All right. It says the same thing. Cannot perform switch, not enough parameters. It's the unit T runner art. But so it seems like, well, hold on. Let me try again. I'd like to put this one to bed. Let me try, oh gosh. Okay, let me try this in the exorcism website. So here we go to tracks. I'd like to put this one to bed. It's such a dumb one. I think that it showed other error messages at some point, but regardless, like, it never actually ran. Where is Arturo? Arturo, here. Okay, so we'll find this in progress. It says medium here, so maybe there is some other issue that I haven't understood. But let's start an editor here. Okay, so I'm going to paste that, run tests, and is it going to say the same thing here on the exorcism website? Let's see. No, this is different, right? It should have just said that the switch wasn't going to work, I think, but it looks like it's actually hanging. So what's going on? Okay, so executive well, shoot. I'd like to just pick a different exercise, because other exercises in Arturo work, but that kind of misses the point, right? Like, the troubleshooting is, I think, part of the point. So if I look at the ones that did work, can I spot anything that I did differently? I'm gonna hop off this one and go to another one in like 2 minutes, because I'm not figuring it out. So for this one, Scrabble score, very simple, right? Doesn't seem so different from what I did here for Bob, I don't think. Maybe? So we did return S. So here I'm returning like literals, right? Could it be well, hold on. Okay, so answer will be whatever, I guess. Okay. And then I think this goes to the end. It should be, wait a minute, is empty. Okay, so answer whatever. So here, do I just put answer like this? I don't remember. I think it doesn't allow that. Like in the playground. Okay, so if we were to go, just for example, say answer whatever, and then go answer something. I think it says, hey, it's, oh no, it says it's okay, I guess. Okay. I guess maybe that is the real thing. So this will be answer right here. This one down, I think. But it messed it up. So yeah, I think that's right. I don't think these empty spaces make a difference, do they? Okay, so we try putting it in again here and try to run tests. I think it's this is the last time, and this is the last thing I do, and then I'm gonna move on to something else. Yeah, not enough parameters, cannot perform switch. Yep. That is what I saw locally. Okay, so let's skip that one for now. Let's go to something else. Oh, this one should be super easy. I'm almost a little surprised I haven't tried any ballerina yet. Do they have it on this? I don't think they do. Oh, they do. So, well, it's like free real estate or something. Sorry, I'm on one. I'm in a mood. But anyway, so ballerina. Okay. Import modules. Yep. I mean, I guess this seems okay. I think for simple things, this is probably very simple. So let me find ballerina. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Oh, I do have it here. So what happened when I tried it? Oh, maybe I just loaded it and then forgot about it. Um, oh, interesting. This looks like it's done, I think. And then we just go bal test offline. Okay. When did I do this? When did I do this? It was the 12th. All right. Around this time too. Okay, so I think what happened here is it hasn't even been a week. I think what happened here is I tried to submit it and had no luck. So if we go exorcism test, then it says 6 passing. All right, so we try and submit here. Okay, so that says fine. All right, so that's good. Okay, so we can move that over. And let me try, this time I do want to try to keep a count so that I know how I'm doing for the day. So the count for the day is now 1. Where do I want to put my count? I'll just put it in the chat here. AI, the completion count for the day is now 1. Alright, I'll just put it there. Alright, let's go to the next, which is gonna be... I don't remember what Armstrong numbers is like. Okay, so we know Scrabble score and raindrops are simple, and Bob. Oh, here we go, Bob. Yeah, let's hit it. Did I already try downloading that one? Seems like maybe. So here it is, Bob. No, that's nth prime. Oh, where's Bob? Right there. All right, here we go. Nope, not that one. Shoot. I guess I didn't copy it. Okay. All right, so do we need to fill in the H or is it filled in already? Okay, so we add our solution here. All right, so we're gonna have some function. We think it returns like a string, right? So let me say include string. It's hash include, my bad. String, and then what is it that it says? Here, let's look. Yeah, let's say standard string. All right, so we have to look at the test. Tests main, I guess. No. Are these the tests? I don't think they are they? It's the Bob test CPP. Okay, so it's supposed to say hey. Hey. And then it takes a string and I guess a query. I think that's it. Bob hey. Oh, yep. Okay, so now in here, if I could even spell. Okay. Okay, so we'll say string hey, string query, and we'll say, so do we want to use regex for this one? I mean, I don't even think so. Yeah, well, shoot. Yeah, let's use regex, of course. I just hesitated a little bit because I remember probably the last time I tried to use regex in CPP, I got confused. But I've tried several times. Like even if I just look in one of these others, I should be able to find a hint for myself. Which of these probably had, if any of the, oh man, there's too many in there, and they're dumb ones. There's a bunch of dumb ones in there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's hurry up. Okay, I'll just look at CPP reference regex. All right, let's take a look. All right, so we'll include regex. I'll just close this one. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have, so what regexes do we have? One to check if query is empty, and that will be regex is empty re, and then we just put in from start to finish. We can have 0 or more white space from start to finish, right? Oops. Okay. Then the next regex, one to check if query is shouty. Is shouty re. So in this one, we have to match at least one uppercase letter and 0 lowercase letters. So I did that in 2 different checks before, and I think that's probably the way that I want to do it here. Has upper re, so that's just if it matches anywhere in there, there is some uppercase letter. Regex has no lower re. So, well, okay. I'm gonna say has lower, and so we'll just check that this one does not match. So some lowercase letter in there somewhere. One to check if query is question, right? And so for that one, is question re. There could be whatever, but then we have a literal question mark, and then that could be followed by some amount of white space to the end. Okay, so that's cool. Oops. And then, I mean, I think that's it, right? Okay, so now if, and then let me look here. So we want to go regex match, and we put in a string. Okay, regex match. Does this return bool? Bool, yeah. So they did if regex match base match base regex. And here they said it was S match, and the difference between S match and C match is what? C match. Okay, I think S match is what we want. Okay, so I'll say smatch I'll just call it SM, I guess. Okay, so if regex match, and we'll say is empty, RE. Okay, so I'm going to take off the RE because I'm actually not going to use another thing called is empty. So we'll put SM in there, and then we'll put the query in there. All right. And then in that case, we return fine be that way, right? No viable conversion from string to bool. Oh, really? Why did I think it was bool? It says bool here, but I messed it up. So we put in a string. And we put in a match results, I think, and a basic regex. Here, I think we skipped the match results, didn't we? Yeah, it looks like it. So let's actually skip that and see if that's any different. Oh, what am I doing? I put a wrong parenthesis in there. All right, I'll put this back, I think. Smatch SM. Says no matching function for call to regex match. I want to say it should be okay, though. So I'll ignore that one for now. I think that's just something that's not configured correctly. And I should probably fix that if that is the case, that it's not configured correctly. Okay, yeah. So then let's go to I'm going to say bool is shouty equals regex match has upper. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the RE on those as well because I'm not going to use those names again. Has upper query and regex match. So this one is not, and not has lower query. Bool is question equals regex match is question RE query. Okay, so then we'll say if is shouty and is question, return calm down, I know what I am doing. I think it's this. Okay. If is shouty, return, whoa, chill out, right? If is question, return sure. If, oh no, so that brings us to the last one, so we just return whatever. Okay. Well, it's, oh, okay. And then let's see, what does it say for the test? Just cmake-g. I think there's more in there. I think we do this. Okay, so it does say, it does say we messed up on the regex match, as the hint was telling me. So that's good, I guess. Yeah, just get rid of that one. Okay. Okay, I messed it up, not paying attention somewhere. Okay, let's look again. Regex. I put them in the wrong order, didn't I? I guess I did. Or did I? Shoot. So they're passing in the regex itself last, and I think I reversed that. See, I should have paid attention when it was telling me what to do. All right, well, I got it there now, I guess. Let's see what it says. Okay. I'm gonna step outside after this. So we go exorcism test, exorcism submit, Bob CPP, Bob H. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so that's processing. And then I'm gonna step aside a second. Oh no, failed. Darn. Oh, I never enabled the other tests. Oh, that's dumb. So when it said, does this cryogenic chamber make me look fat? It was supposed to say, sure, I think, and I guess I passed back whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Calm down, I know what I'm doing. So does it need it with the comma or without the comma? Oops. No. Calm down, I know what I'm doing with a bang at the end. Alright, so this one, oh. So when we make this one, we should put a multi-line flag on it, I believe, right? Okay, let's look at the flags real quick. So when we do this, we can pass in flags. But can we also do flags when we make the regex itself? Returns flags. So they said, oh, okay, so they included the flag here. And iCase is 1. I think we want multi-line. Ah, shoot. That doesn't quite seem right. Okay, so we'll choose the ECMAScript grammar and multi-line. That doesn't sound right. Match the beginning and dollar shall match the end of a line if the ECMAScript engine is selected. That sounds like the opposite of what I want. I think. I think we really just need to specify that we do want to match new lines if they come up. So like here, this could be whatever, or it could be a new line. Is that right? I don't think so. That seems wrong. Well, it maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me look at again what I did. So we're like, okay, so we could match whatever, or even a new line, because by default the dot does not match new line. So I guess I was looking at flags because, like, if we look at regex here, if you use the M flag, then the dot matches new lines. Assertions, character classes, groups and back references, quantifiers. There's still a lot to learn about all this that I still don't know. Where are the flags? Flags. Okay, so M. Oh. Dot. Oh my goodness. So I didn't even know. Start and end of a line. Yeah, that's the same as... Oh my gosh. So it should have been dot all. Allow dot to match new line characters. But it doesn't look like that's any of these, I don't think. Collate. All right, it's fine. Let's move on. I'm supposed to try to finish more than just this today. Okay, so test submit. All right, let me put this up. I'll be right back, I guess. Probably like 2 minutes or something. It'll be fine. Oh, let me first mark this. So AI finished to now. Okay, I'll be This is fine. So, dang. I actually like the way it looks here. I really like the way that looks. Why does it look relatively lame here? Because it's black? Yeah, I think it looks cooler with the text being white. Kinda. Anyway. Alright, that's fine. So let's go to another one. So we're gonna move Bob over. Markdown in Cold Fusion. I don't think I'm prepared for that. Here's a collats. That's always... Oh, here's a raindrops in CoffeeScript. Did I not try that one already? I thought I did. Yeah, here it is. Did I get it to pass? So what does it say to... Oh, it says Jasmine. Okay, it says 18 passed. So when I tried to submit it, what happened? Okay, it's actually done already. I just didn't mark it. Alright, so I'll just move it over. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, so, I mean, darts is obviously a super simple one. Let's try Fortran. Trying to focus on the simplest ones, it really is dumb, honestly. It's just trying to get ahead on the numbers, but what good does it do me if I slow down when I have to do hard ones? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so let's go into the darts file. Replace with your implementation, okay. Cool, fun. So we want a local, so intent in distance squared. Okay. And then if, okay, so first of all, distance squared equals x times x plus y times y, right? Okay, so now if let me see one of my other Fortran. So we did sieve. Okay, so we say if then, and then we have end if. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So if distance squared greater than 100, then points equals 0, and if... Okay, so now can we do an else? I'm thinking. So I have if, then... Okay, so there's the else. So the else seems simple, I guess. So we'll say else if distance squared greater than 25, then points equals 1. Okay. So here it should be 5. And then this should actually just be straight up else, and here it's 10. And so then this one is 1. All right, so we're gonna do CMake something, I guess. Let's see. CMake-G. Huh. All right. So, really, so we're gonna do all that? All right, that's fine. I don't think we're... Okay, let me just try this part first. Let's just do this. And let's not do the other part yet. So it says incomplete errors occurred. Okay, fair enough. Compatibility with CMake less than 3.5 has been removed. Oh, darn. CMake minimum required. It said update the version argument min value. Okay. So here it says 0. If we replace this with 5 and try again, what do you think will happen? I don't have high hopes. Well, I kind of have high hopes. Okay, incomplete errors occurred. Oh, it says the same thing. Okay, so let's try it with this, as they said. Maybe? I don't think that's quite right. I think... Do we do this first? And what happens if we do this? No target specified, no make file found. Stop. Okay. Okay. I already have the exercise file, so let's do make dir build, sure. Okay, so now what will it say? Yeah, I don't... Wait a minute. CMake lists text 1. So changing this, I don't think it seemed to help, unfortunately. So that seems to be the complaint. Okay, let me look this up on Google. What the? Okay. Yeah, it does. It certainly does look easier. Oh, I didn't remove the D from it, did I? So it should be CMake policy version minimum equals 3.5. And then CMake G. And then it says Unix makefiles. And then we choose ... I might remove this video from the playlist. Oh, it's not bad. It's just a bit of extra animation at the end for like a minute. Okay, that's not bad. I'll keep it. All right, I guess. So let's see what it says. Oh, it says built. Okay, great. So now if I go back here and do make, what does it say? Error 2. Unknown sudo op dot base 64. Let me see the help again. So after we did this, made the Unix makefiles, once the errors are fixed, run make again. When all build errors are fixed, run the tests. Okay, so yeah, unknown sudo op dot base 64. Okay. Yep, I didn't mean to include an unknown sudo op. Let's see. So here they say 3.10. So let me say 3.10 here. Okay, so it says it wrote build files. Is there any other message we need to be looking at? CMake lists text 5. Okay, so if I edit it there as well, is that good? I'm not sure. It doesn't seem good, but let's just see. Okay, compatibility. Oh, test lib. Okay. Okay. So it says configuring, generating, build files have been written. All right. So now if we do this same thing, but then say and make, it says error. Okay, unknown sudo op base 64. Okay, let's see here. This is our assembler message. Okay. Making sure you're not a bot. Oh no's, invalid response? Really? Configured to disable cookies? Oh. I don't think I meant to disable cookies, to be quite honest. I think it's this guy, but I'm not positive. Let's see. All right, I'll take a look. I didn't think it was configured to disable cookies, but sure, let's see. It says third-party cookies are allowed. Huh. Well, how irritating. All right. Let's just look at another one. The native assembler might be being used instead of the cross-compiling one. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Okay, Fortran 90. Oh, I've been here quite a while already. Okay, if I don't see something in like 2 minutes, I'm gonna move on for now, because I really would like to finish a good amount today. And that's not happening if I'm looking at this. Well, I sort of hate it, but yes, I am going to just move on, I guess, for now. Because I think there are other tracks that I can finish more easily. Okay, so Fortran, we took a look. What is house in Gleam? I want to look at ones that I already know what they are, because I'll finish them faster. Haskell, Rational, Zebra, Complex, Idris. Idris is pretty similar to Haskell from what I understand, but there are probably some pretty big differences that I don't know about yet. But reverse string in Haskell is, I think, pretty straightforward. I think you just fold right, or do you fold right or do you fold left? Okay, I don't remember, but it's one of those. I think difference of squares is pretty simple. Here's LFE, leap. Leap is obviously very simple, but in Lisp, in Lisp it was a little confusing. Here's MIPS. Phone number. Phone number is a regex exercise. It's not a super quick one though. It's not super long, but it's not super quick. Colat in PureScript. Yeah, honestly, it should be pretty easy. Let's take a look. Colat is one of the easiest exercises. PureScript, I had a hard time with it before, but I mean, I shouldn't have a hard time with it. I should just learn something. Okay. Let's start in our source. For source, colats. Okay, so here's a pure script file. It's already a pretty decent stub. It's saying... Okay, I'll give it a shot. I guess that's okay. Oh, this looks nice. It looks a lot nicer than the way I remembered pure script, right? It looks just pretty much like Haskell, right? Which is what it's supposed to be. It's just when I saw pure script the last time, there was just some symbols that confused me. A lot of symbols that confused me. All right. Anyway, so colats. Okay, colats int to maybe int. Oh my gosh, why is it a maybe int? Shouldn't it just get... I don't think I feel ready right now. So I put in way more than I needed here, I think, right? Because, like, I just wasn't comfortable with all of the maybes and enums and things. And maybe it's fine to do it this way. I mean, I do think that, like, having these helpers is maybe kind of useful. It's definitely written with a complete lack of understanding of Haskell type languages. You can plainly see that. So would I do better now? I mean, I think I would come up with code that looks better now, but it would still take me a long time. All right, let's look at a different one. Resistor color trio. Oh, that one is finished. .dsl in Python. Sure, let's take a look. All right. Let's just see what it's asking us to do. Okay, so here is our stub. Oh my gosh, it's huge. That's good. Like, I mean, the more in the stub, the better, in my opinion. Okay, so we have node edge enter range 3. Sure, I'm fine with that. Then we have a node, and we have equal. Okay, wow. Wait a minute. So is the only thing not filled in this graph constructor? So it said it was supposed to be a .dsl. Okay, so I don't get what the objective is yet. Oh, that's what it means. Dot, the graph viz thing. Okay. And it says take a look at the test cases. Okay, so self and data equals none. If data is not none, then what is it? I'm guessing... Well, actually, I don't know. Okay, so it said to look at the test, right? Okay, so they did a graph. All right, so now here, are we skipping some tests as well? In Python, do we do the thing where we skip tests? Here, let's look. So, Python 3. So we can't do that at first. We have to start with this. Yeah. No, not like that. And so now we should be able to pip install pytest. And then we just pytest. Okay, so it failed everything. Okay, so on this first one, I think I'll start by saying if data is none, and then I'm going to say self.nodes equals this. So then we pytest again, and it says edges, so I'll just say self.edges equals this, right, again, adders, and then I'm not, node edge adders, I don't really know, but self.adders, that one might be a dictionary, but let's see here. Oh, we're supposed to get rid of a blank line at the end of the file. Okay. Okay, so yeah, the adders is supposed to be a dictionary, I think. Okay, with attributes. So okay, so now I need to see how is the data actually passed in. So I guess we're good there. Where's adders? That's the next one it complained about, I think. Okay, so here we see with one attribute. So the data that's passed in is a list of tuples. Okay. So we'll say else for datum in data. I don't know. Sure. They don't actually use the name data, do they? Let me call it something else. Data is fine. Okay. So then here we are going to, I guess, match. And I actually have to remind myself of how match works in Python, but I think it's like case adder. Let me take a quick look. Match statement Python. Flow control tools. And we'll go to match. Yeah. Okay, so in this case, all right, so actually, all of this stuff probably needs to be done regardless, doesn't it? And then we don't want to say that. We want to say is not. Do we even have to say that? Like, if we just go... Do I not have PT Python on this one? Hit me with it. We want PT Python. Come on. So it won't be configured or anything, but let's see how it looks. Okay, PT Python. Yeah, I want Vim keys. I don't know Emacs keys yet. Maybe I'll learn them at some point, probably, I guess. But regardless, so we want to say a equals none. Oh no, those colors are really bad. This needs a lot. This needs configuration. For x in a, print found. Oh, those colors are awful. Holy crap. Okay, so we do get an error there. So we do have to check. All right, that's what I wanted to know. Gotta configure that PT Python. And Glow. Glow has really bad colors too. Right? I want to be sure that everything is configured just to use like the main WES term colors. Right? Like I want all my colors to be defined right here in my WES term Lua. Oh! There's a swap? Really? Okay. So we want to edit anyway, because it's not open somewhere else. But anyway, I want all of the colors that are used in a program like PT Python, I just want them to be these colors that are defined right here in the WES term Lua. That's the way I want it, baby. All right. So anyway, so if not none, for datum in data, match datum, case header. I guess it's fine. So here we say self adders sub datum 1 equals datum 2. So can we spread those? Like if I say here, let's save that. Let me go back into PT Python. So if I say a equals, and then I put a tuple in here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that color is completely unreadable. I hate it. And then I say for xyz in a, print zyx or something. So we can do that. Okay, good. Nope, not this one. Yeah, why does the swap exist already? Oh no, that's crazy. I probably just have to get rid of it. I probably just shut down with the file still open in Vim at some point and forgot about it. If I do finish 15 exercises by the end of the day, and I've only done 2 so far, so it's pretty much impossible. I'm an hour and 25 minutes in, and I've only done 2. I think, unless... Did I do one and forget about it and not enter it? I don't know. If I get 15 done today, then I'll work on configuring the PT Python. But... Okay, so right in here. So we want to go... data type, and then what's the next one? It's like a key. I'll just say T then. So let's match And then here we can just say k equals v. And I think that's more readable than what I had before. Local variable adder is assigned to but never used. It's not supposed to be local. Let's see. Node edge adder equals range 3. From.dsl import graph node edge adder. Okay, so let me look at the match thing again. So they did match, point, and then they did these cases. So really, I feel like it should be an enum, right? Local variable adder is assigned to but never used. Yeah, definitely. I definitely do not want to assign to anything here. So I guess what it really means is that match is not the right fit here. So let's not do match. And there's not like a switch or anything, right? We just need if. Okay, that's fine. If t equals adder. Yeah. I thought it seemed like a situation to use a switch, but match is not the same as switch. Elif t equals node self.nodes append, and then we put in a node which has kv. Elif t equals edge self edges append edge. And when we make an edge, that is so the edge has one extra thing. Darn. So so if we say shoot. So we can't do it because the data it will have, if it's an edge, then it has 4 members in the tuple instead of 3. Well, I kind of hate that. Why would, man, I wouldn't have done it that way, I don't think, but whatever, that's the way they did it. If len x equals 3, tkb equals x, and then, okay, so we can't do this. Elif len x equals 4, tk. Okay, but what are they? So if it's an edge, it's a source, destination, and attrs. Okay, let's not even do that then. If x sub 0 is adder, self adders, fine. Elif x sub 0 is node, self nodes, and node elif x sub 0 equals edge, self edges, and edge x sub 1, x sub 2, x sub 3. I guess that, is there really anything wrong with it? Okay, now there's a ridiculous amount of yellow here. Okay. Continuation line under indented. Okay, so now I need to, it's just hard to see what I'm getting rid of with all that in there. There. Are we better? Okay. Six failed, six passed. Okay, so tuple index out of range on the malformed edge. So if it's malformed, we're supposed to raise value error, at least on one of these. If len x not equal 3, raise value error. Okay. So then, let's see, malformed node. So they did test unknown item. So here, let's say else raise value error. So let's see, it looks like it was supposed to say unknown item. Okay, so then malformed node. Unknown engineering. Hello, I'm just learning JavaScript. What am I looking at? Well, thanks for chatting. So this is an exorcism exercise. I think it's an easy one. It's a Python exercise. It is called .dsl. And so basically the way you play this game is you come to the exercise that you want, and then you can choose start an editor, which has you fill it in right here. Or the way I think is a little bit more interesting is you download it using the tool, the CLE tool that they have. And so this will just say the name of the exercise, basically. And so let me see if I can kind of paste that in there. So that's what it says. So you do that download thing. And so that one already exists, so I don't need to download it again. But yeah, basically, I think I'm close to finished with this one, but I'm gonna try to do like several more exercises today, because I feel like I'm behind. I didn't do any yesterday. So my challenge is to try and finish like 3 random exercises in all 77 tracks, in each of the 77 languages, before the end of September. And so here I have them all. I picked random exercises, and they're all here in this list. And so this one will be the last Python one, and then I'll be done with Python. What is Python used for? It's a general purpose programming language used for many things, but the reason it's become the most popular programming language is because it's the one that's most often used in AI. But I'm not using it for anything to do with AI. I'm just solving a simple game. So here we are going to check the length here. So like in the test, it shows that they're going to like pass in, okay, if I can try to show with the mouse. So they're going to pass in these data items. And so each one has like a type, and then it has like an edge has a source and a destination and possibly attributes. So basically those have to be passed in. And then what it's checking now is if it tries to pass in like a node that doesn't have the right details. So right here, so they passed in a node that has numbers 1, 2, 3, but a node is actually supposed to have a name and attributes. So this is not right. The right way for a node is like this. So it has a name, A, and then an attribute could be like that. So anyway, if it has the wrong stuff, we're supposed to raise value error. This is messing with my head, haha. I'm gonna get confused seeing this and studying JavaScript. Sorry, good luck, and thanks for the answers. You got it, man. Good luck with your JavaScript and have fun. JavaScript can be super, super fun. So good luck to you. All right. Okay, so it says test malformed node, and we're supposed to say node is malformed here. Okay, why does that look wrong? Oh, that looks fine. And then malformed edge. Raise value error. Edge is malformed. Okay, better. So then this one says tuple index out of range, and it's a malformed graph item. Okay. So we're gonna say if len x less than 3 or len x greater than 4, we're going to say raise value error, I think. Probably. Raise value error. And it's going to be graph item is malformed. I think. So we're going to go test. Failed. Test, it says value error, graph item is malformed. Okay, let me come back to that one. The other one says malformed graph. Okay. Okay, so here we want to check that it is like iterable, and it is supposed to be a list. So let me see. So PT Python, we're going to say type is int, type is list. Okay. So if type data equals list, do not compare types. For exact checks, use is. For instance checks, use is instance. Okay, sure. If is instance data list. Okay, good. Else raise value error graph data malformed. Okay. So test empty graph. Oh. So for none, so this should be elif data is none. Oh, wait, actually, if data is none, then we do nothing. So let's just say this is elif data is not none. Okay, so test malformed graph. Oh, I think it's supposed to be, it looks like it's supposed to be type error. Type error. Okay, last one. Last one, malformed graph item. Okay, let's see what it wants. Wait, where is it? Okay, unknown item. Malformed graph item. Let's see, so here it said type error. It says graph item incomplete. Okay. Graph item incomplete. Done? Done. Okay. So, I test one more time. Let's black. I test. Oh, that's fine. Let's submit. Okay, cool. All right, so it says passed. Good. Oh, wait, now it says processing, but it said passed a second ago. Okay, so let's mark as complete. AI, 3 items done. Okay, cool. So that's all Python finished. Great. So how many have I finished total? I'm going to look at my total progress, and then I'm going to step away for like 2 minutes again. Total progress is 42. Oh, that's hardly any. Total progress from the beginning of July to now is 42. Okay, so 42 done, and 181 to go. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 42 out of 181 plus 42 is about 19%. So the total across everywhere is 223. Is 223 right? 77 times 11? No, 77 times 3, excuse me. Should be 231? Why does it seem off? This is only 223. It should be 231, right? Are some of my tracks missing? Okay, I've got 77 tracks. I've got 3 here. 6. Uh-oh, this one only has 1 on it. Cairo. Where are my other Cairo exercises? Dagnabbit. Okay, let me look. So for Cairo, it shows I've not completed anything. Rotational cipher is on the list. Okay, I guess I just never added the 2 other randoms. Was it this one? No. It was this one. Okay, so it's going to be Pangram and ISBN verifier. Okay, so now I'm up to how many? 225, so I'm still missing some. Okay, so again, I've got 77 tracks. Good. You can't see where I'm looking. Here, let me move it. Right there. I'm looking at this count. My head was blocking it. Okay, 42, 45, 48. I don't have any for Delphi Pascal. Okay. That's because I haven't been able to join the Delphi Pascal track yet, because it requires Windows. However, we can always just do it online in the editor. So I'm going to join it in the editor, I guess, so that I can at least get those random. I haven't I might do them all in the editor because I don't know that I'm actually going to do them on Windows. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide later. So let's do in the online editor. Cannot be solved in the editor? Oh no! Okay, well I guess that's not an option. Hello World in Delphi Pascal. Cannot be solved in the editor, darn. How many students do they have on that track? 3830. That's a good amount. That's a good amount of students. Dang, so you really do have to do it on Windows locally. I mean, that's fine. I mean, obviously tons of people use Windows. It's one of the most popular operating systems for home desktop use, baby. I just don't have it right now. But yeah, maybe I should get it. All right, so Delphi Pascal is out. Let me just put placeholder 3 times so that it adds to the count. Placeholder. Okay, so then the same is true of Objective-C. Now, I do have a Mac, so I can do Objective-C. Here, let me move this again. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so 60. Okay, so is that Objective-C where I got to? I'm going to put placeholders here as well. And I'll think about trying to stream on the Mac at some point. But I think that now brings the total up to what it's supposed to be, right? It's 231. Okay. So 231 is the total I've got. And then completed out of 231 is 18%. And today is the 18th day of the challenge out of 92 total. So I should be at 19%. So if we take that number, multiply by 231, I should be at 45 completed as of this day. So I'm at 42, so if I do 3 more today, then I will technically be caught up. Okay, so I am gonna take 2 minutes again. what's a good site that I go to that has dark mode? Do the Python docs have dark mode? I don't usually look for that, but I noticed that my BRB screen looks better on dark mode. So let me see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It does have dark mode. I've never even tried that before. Ah, where's the CSS? Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, let me come back in 2 minutes again. All right. Okay. Let's try for another. So like, yeah, in terms of like plain numbers, I'm still behind and I want to get ahead because a lot of these do take a little bit longer or maybe a lot longer. I did a ballerina, right? Okay, hold on. Here's a zig bob. I haven't done the zig bob yet. Okay, let's do it. Knock out all the easy ones, I guess. All right, zig. It's there. So did I do it already? Okay, so there it is. So what problem did I run into, if any? So we just do zig test, test bob. Oh, I guess I didn't do it. Interesting. When was I here? I was here the 15th, and apparently I didn't do it. I don't know. Zig 14.1 should be used with ZLS 14 star, but ZLS 13 is being used. How do I update the language server? What's a good way to update the language server? Doesn't look like Zig is one of those, is it? So, anyway, so compile error. Please implement the response function. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at Zig regex. Okay, so there's not standard regex. Interesting, interesting. So, I mean, it's still not a hard exercise even without regex, is it? I'm not sure. But this is the reason I skipped it. It's because they don't have standard regex. YAML script triangle. I don't know. At some point, I gotta stop trying to skip around so much. Bob in standard ML. Goodness. Should I start maybe doing some of the ciphers? The ciphers, I mean, they're a little bit more involved than something like Bob or Leap, but they're not necessarily very tough. Let's skip assembly. But look, I've got a couple different ciphers in awk. And I've already done a cipher in awk, right? So what have I done here? Oh no, never mind. I have not done a cipher in awk. Simple cipher in bash, rotational cipher in Cairo. So I spent a bunch of time on Cairo early on, and I guess I got nowhere. Like, none of the Cairo stuff worked. And there was discussion on the GitHub about it, right? So not Arturo, but let's go to Exorcism and look for Cairo. There was a problem discussed with the Cairo test runner, I believe. So this guy says on May 5th, I will update the compiler as soon as 2.12 is released. And so Eric says, I've done a little testing and it appears that the test runner is just too slow. Even when I run this locally on fairly performant hardware, definitely better than what the Exorcism servers run, it is very slow. So the best bet is for someone with in-depth Cairo knowledge to try and speed up the test runner, right? And Barreto David says, yeah, the version of Cairo you are using, 2.9 I think, is fairly slow, even for the test runner. We are planning to improve performance for Cairo 2.12 that will be released later this month. Maybe we can revisit this then, but it will require using a newer version of the Cairo compiler. Okay, cool. So Cairo, let's just go to the Cairo, like something about Cairo here. So here's Cairo. And let's look for some information about it. Maybe a useful resource or a what? Testing, how to learn. Oh, the Cairo book. Let's take a look at the Cairo book first of all. Or actually, no, we want to look at maybe a Cairo homepage or install page, maybe the official website. Let's start there. Okay, Cairo official website. Starknet Journey Developer Basecamp 13. Page not found. Oh no. Okay, so let's go to Cairo. Yeah, here we go. So it says 2.12 here, so that's good. And so what did they say? So this guy said, I will update the compiler as soon as 2.12 is released. Okay, so I mean, it does still say open. Let's see what has actually been committed. So it was, okay, so Dependabot did something, but what else? Okay. CI, okay. So yeah, here's 0x Neshi, and it says upgrade to 2.9.2. All right. So, I mean, this is what they said they were going to do. They were going to upgrade to 2.12, right? So they went version 2.8.2. Oh, they changed that a whole bunch of places. All right. So what if we change it to 2.12? What did it say here? Releases? What if we change it to 2.12.0? Would that make it work better? It's in this Docker file. It says version 2.9.2. And in this scarb, and so there's a bunch of scarbs. There's one for all fail. There's one for empty file, partial fail, success, and syntax error. Interesting. But in any case, it seems like you would change those all to 2.12.0 everywhere they show up, I guess. And then see what happens and see if it's any better, right? Because that's what the guy was saying in the issue, right? So he says upgrading should be easy enough. Let us know when it is released. And so it looks like it is released here, right? Of course. So I guess my question then is just like if I do change those files to 2.12, how will I test and check to see whether it breaks anything and to see whether it actually improves anything? I don't know, but let's go back to commits. All right, so I want to look at all these files. All of these scarb files. All right. Oh, wait a minute. That's not what I was hoping for. View file. Yeah, that's more like it. You must be on a branch to make or propose changes to this file. Should we go ahead and do it? I don't know. All right, so if we were to go here and say, let's try just, what? GitHub CLI. Yeah, we should be able to do that. Let's take a look. GH not found? Oh no, I never installed GH on here. That's fine. I was using GitHub here a lot, but I didn't ever use the GH. Let's see if we can get it here. Okay. So I have, let's see. I think I wanted to get rid of some of those. Like, here's my laptop. I don't think I want to brew cleanup twice. Like, I was just messing around. So I do brew update, brew upgrade. Yeah, I just moved brew cleanup to the end, and I ended up getting rid of the scrub. I feel like the scrub is okay, maybe now and then, maybe, but I'm not positive, so it's probably better just to not bother with it, because I don't understand it that well. Okay, update, upgrade. So let's not clean up here. Auto remove, outdated, and then let's not scrub either. Okay. Let's go. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Okay, CA certi. Okay, I'll just let that go. Take a break for a second and think about what I'm gonna try to do next. So the Cairo is a bit messed up. I can try suggesting like a pull request to say, hey, let's try the newer like compiler, but I don't really know like how exactly I'm going to test that change. So I'm going to take a little time and look into it and see if I can find out how I would test the change. They said that I think they want to upgrade to the newer compiler regardless, right? Even if it doesn't speed it up. As long as it doesn't break things, right? But there's no telling. It might very well break things, so you got to be careful. Looks fine, I guess. The one thing is, like, some of these brew commands do take longer than I would like. All right, fair enough. So that was 2 minutes, and so if we hit it again, if it's less than 30 seconds, I guess I will just live with that. I feel like it should be like, when I've just done it and there's nothing else to do, I feel like it should be like 5 seconds. Or less. I mean, the faster the better. Let's see what it is. "24 seconds? Okay, I live with it. So now let's GH. Okay, so I'm gonna hit GH auth login. Let's see what it will do. Where do you use GitHub? Let's say github.com. Preferred, I think SSH is fine. Should I use this key? Yes. Title? Yeah, let's use the default. How would you like to authenticate? Log in with browser. Oh, one-time code. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try this passkey. I probably am not supposed to show that. Luckily, nobody's watching, and hopefully by the time I post the VOD, it will be completely invalid. All right. Where did I put my phone? Darn it. I can hear it making noises. Shoot. I placed my phone somewhere. Okay, let me look. Oh, there it is. I see it. All right. Darn. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep it on the other monitor, but it says, oh, Authenticator app. That should be the first option, in my opinion. I like that. Okay, let's just go to the Authenticator app. Put in my number. Okay, that's more like it. All set. Good. This is crazy, right? Like, this is a Web3 language under active development. Censorship resistance. Can you believe that? But hey, you know what? That's a good thing. Censorship resistance. I'm all for it, man. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. So I guess we associate, like, when people use censorship resistance as like a sales pitch, I don't know. We're just accustomed to the thing being pitched being kind of dumb. I don't know if Cairo is kind of dumb, but I mean it does have some problems, right? Like, it's not like a mature language, but like that's no reason to write it off. They're clearly working on it, you know. I don't think it's bad. I think there are some things bad about it, but maybe if we do this compiler update thing, maybe it'll help. Okay, so here we are. So we're going to try this GH again. Can't be established. Yes. Okay, so I messed up the key thing, right? So check that you're copying the public half of the key. Okay, so let me find the instructions. I don't remember the exact instructions for setting up the GitHub setup SSH key. I don't remember exactly how you do it, but I think it's pretty quick and simple. So we want to add a new one. Okay, so I'm going to try making my SSH key here. And actually, I guess I'll try it in a new window because I'm not sure. I don't remember what exactly it shows. So let's just try it here. So I'm going to go SSH. Here, let's look at these instructions. Okay, so we've got some detailed instructions here, right? Okay, so the user creates their key pair by running SSH keygen. So let's take a look. Okay, so again, I am going to move this over. Let me see what it shows. So I'm just going to go do SSH keygen. I'm going to pick one called GitHub key, I guess. I'm going to choose a passphrase. All of this I could show. Let me see. Oh, do I have to touch the file first? I mistyped the passphrase the second time. Oh, really? No such file or directory. Okay, so let's look at this information here. Some helpful hints. So we can generate interactively. We can choose a file. I think the file is there, or I thought I touched it. Let's see. Okay, so here's some more details. Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to try it with the default file name, and let's see what we get. So SSH keygen. I'm going to try the default file name this time. So now it says, okay, we saved a key. Good. Okay, so now if I look at the instructions here, then what do we do? Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can just finish this up. This is set up that I guess should really be done all the time, but oh well. All right. So okay, so I'm gonna grab this, which appears to be the public key, base 64 encoded. Go to my GitHub. And find settings. I'm gonna try adding a key. Looks like I don't have the right type, so let me try the keygen again. So we want to choose ED25519 type maybe this time. So I'm going to put -T, and I'm going to put ED25519. Okay. Okay, so I added a public key, and then after we've added it, it says to do what? Okay, says that's it. All right, so now let's try setting up so we're gonna set a different key, the one that I just made. So we're gonna choose, we want to manage the SSH key, I think. All right, so we're gonna do GH SSH key, and here we are gonna say add, or should I say list? Let me see what it says over here. Okay, so I see that it's listed there. So if we do add, so I did add one already. I just want to configure the one that I actually use. I think it's part of auth, probably. Okay, let me see what it says when I do set up Git. I think I do gh auth login, maybe? Okay, github.com. So I'm going to choose the one that I just added. I'll use this default. I'll paste the code and authorize. Okay, it says all set. Okay. All right. So that's set up. I just haven't been using GitHub much because I've just been gaming on Exorcism all the time. Ha! All right. It's all right. I guess it's all right now that we're done. So let's go into Cairo test runner. And then let's, I guess, grep wherever it says 2.9 in here. Do you put -r? Okay. Yes, good. So in all of those places, we're going to go ahead and change it, right? Docker Lang server. Let's give it a shot. Sure, I guess. I don't know. It says installed. All right, so anyway, 2.9. So we're going to make this 12.0, right? If we look again at here, we'll see. So again, under releases, where was releases? Shoot. Under releases, it shows 2.12.0, right? Okay. Okay, let's do the scarb toml. Taplo LSP? I thought I'd had that one already, but let's see what it says. It might have failed to install before. Just says installing. Oh, yeah. So that one's a failure. Okay. Okay. Tests all fail. Scarb toml. Hurried Trooper I4IL01. Thanks for chatting, buddy. All right, so tests syntax error. Scarb toml. Okay, so again. How about empty file. And then how about partial fail? And then how about success? Yeah. Okay, so it shows, let's close this one. So it shows what? We changed 212.0 in the, where does it show the file? It's the Docker file, okay. So now let's compare. I'm gonna close probably a lot of these. Okay, so Cairo test runner, gonna look at commits, generated from generic test runner, okay. Anyway, so they did this update. Oh, no, that's not the most recent. Oh, wait a minute. Cairo test runner, okay, commits, dependabot, Kiraville code, dependabot. Okay, so here, they changed the Docker file, they changed the scarb, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they changed a total of 7. Okay. All right. So we changed the scarb, the all fail. Yeah, seems straightforward enough, right? Okay. So the idea then is we're going to say git commit. And so this guy said upgrade to 2.9.2. Okay, so I'll say the same thing. Upgrade to 2.12.0, right? Oops, I didn't add. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm ahead, but I can't push directly like that. I have to be on a branch first, right? I haven't been practicing enough with Git. I've been on exorcism all the time. Okay, so we're gonna check out isn't it checkout B? Upgrade to 12. Okay. Okay, so there's me, Josh Parker. Uh-oh, I should change that email. That email is no good. Okay, so let me just say Josh. Okay. So that still shows that bad email. Okay, so git revert 7ea80af, I guess. No, we want to check out. Oh no, I don't remember hardly any Git things. The trouble is trying to do too much from memory, I guess. So if we do this, let me change this. Okay, so now if I look at the log, is it better? No. Darn it. Let me look again. No, it didn't change it, right? Okay, let me look it up real quick. Git commit amend. It is here. Amend. If you want to modify your last commit message. Don't amend your commit if you've already pushed it. Okay. Email address. Okay. I'll just copy that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, better. All right, so now what's the procedure? Let's look at their contributing. When I hit the 3-hour mark, I'm gonna take an hour break, and then I'm gonna come back and hopefully just hit it hard and knock out like six to, I mean, I try and knock out like 6 or more in the next session. But let's look at contributing. Okay, so getting started. Okay, so I mean, yeah, the issue is open. Somebody said they were going to do it, but they haven't done it. And then so I was thinking, maybe I'll just do it, right? Okay, so an overview of how to contribute to Exorcism. So, pull request guide. Yes, let's look right here. How to, okay, so you submit a PR. All right, so I think the first thing to do is let's see what happens if I try to push. I'm not sure what to expect. Okay, so right. I believe that if we just do this, I think this is what I would typically do at work, but it's been a long time. Yeah, so I don't have access rights, so that makes sense. So pull request. Okay, let me go back. So GitHub, actions, maintainers. So I believe that what I do is I just push it to my own like fork basically and then make the pull request from there. I think we can try it like that. It shouldn't take more than about 10 more minutes, I hope. So we'll start by finding the Cairo test runner. Okay. So now I'm gonna say fork. All right. Create a new fork. Okay, so that should be fine. So now I'm gonna set this fork as the remote. All right. Should I, so we go get remote, add, yeah, my fork, and then we just put the name in there, or the URL, excuse me. Okay, so now let's try to push set upstream my fork upgrade to 12. So yes, it looks like it did indeed let me push to my fork, so far so good. Now let's look and see if that's added here. So okay, so here's my branch. So now compare and pull request. It looks like this is your first time opening a pull request in this project. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm not I'm not doing anything. I'm just updating a compiler version. So let's go ahead and say should we link to this issue? So I've already explained upgrade to 2.12. See issue. Should I just say that? Is that enough? I think that's enough information. I mean, that's all that I'm basing it off of. All right, but then the other question is, okay, so I'm just gonna create pull request. Yeah, so that's fine, I guess. Okay, so it says code owner review required by reviewers with write access. And merging is blocked. Yep, that seems fine. Okay, so it says this repo does not currently have dedicated maintainers. Our Guardians team will attempt to review and merge your PR, but it will likely take longer for your PR to be reviewed. Yeah, understandable. If you enjoy contributing to Exorcism and have a track record of doing so successfully, you might like to become an Exorcism maintainer for this track. No, I don't know a damn thing about Cairo. I just want to upgrade the compiler because somebody else said it should be done. But, you know, for all I know, I haven't done it right. I mean, I just did what the other guy did, but I don't know. And let's review. So we just changed this version number. I don't know. Seems right to me, but we'll see. So, like, if I go to some Cairo stuff, like let's go to the Hello World to start with. So if I go into the scarb here, and if I change this to 212.0 here, and then try, what does the help say? We do scarb Cairo test, scarb Cairo test. Cannot find package Cairo test 212.0. Okay, well, I mean, that's not going to work, so it's nonsense. Unless, okay, so scarb, unless there's a way to, like, okay, so, wait a minute. I don't think it is going to work. Can we update? Scarb update? Cannot find package. Okay, so it's no good, right? Scarb Cairo test. So here they just said scarb test, so that seems fine. Dependencies. So if I can't figure it out, I'm just gonna withdraw the pull request, because it clearly didn't seem like it was gonna work. Scarb Cairo test. That is what it is, right? Yeah. Well, okay, so it says there's 2.12.0 right here. So what is the answer? So it couldn't find it. It says it's here on the Scarb's XYZ website. You think the website is fake? I don't know. So cannot find package Cairo test 212.0. So we can add, remove. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Fetch from the network. Scarb fetch. Yeah, cannot find package. Darn, it's on that Scarb XYZ website. I wonder if it's just simply fake. 2.12.0. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Do we have to put rc.1? Let's see what happens if I put -rc.1. It's no good. I could try rc.0. Okay. So, no good. Blast. No, it's horrible. Okay, so, Scarb. Hold on. So, Scarb cannot find package. I think I'm just going to have to skip the pull request because it doesn't seem to be working and I don't know. I just don't know anything. So, cannot find package, Cairo test. 14 years ago? This is a different Cairo, a completely different Cairo. All right, I haven't been able to figure it out. I'll take one more minute, and if I can't figure it out, I will just not do the pull request. Scarb. Okay, so here's Scarb. And is this what I did? I don't even know. Okay, let's see what, if anything, this will do. Okay, so that's already added. Good. Then we'll try Scarb latest. Scarb 211.4. Okay. And then we'll try this. That's a little worrying because I thought that the Scarb number would likely match the other number. No plugin named set? Do I have to add that? ASDF set-u Scarb latest. ASDF set. So why does it say this? The latest stable version is 211.4. It seems that it's not going to work. And it's the 3-hour mark. Okay, so I'm just going to close it. Forget it. So here's my pull request. There aren't any open. There are 31 closed. Was mine already closed? Yeah, it was closed. Okay. Oh, I think it was closed because it didn't work. Let me see. Oh, shoot. I think it ran a check that failed. So if so, that's good. I can't tell. Hold on. So yeah, it's closed. I want to say it should be closed because of a failed workflow run, I think, but I'm not sure. GitHub Actions bot closed this. And do we see that here? No, that shows it running green. So pull request is closed, so I'm going to delete. Is that better? All right, I'm going to come back in 1 hour.